Hello everyone, today is Friday, and on Fridays I have a Magical Creators Members Spotlight, and we are very lucky today because we have Yvonne J. Douglas, and it's an important day for Yvonne, and I wanted to participate and I wanted to celebrate together with her because today, drum roll, Yvonne has released her fourth book. Can you imagine? Number 4. I haven't written one yet. Probably some of you dream about writing a book, and now we have an opportunity to talk to a person who has 4 books. And before Yvonne introduces herself, I will tell you how I know Yvonne. And I think it was last year when our common friend Gail Edwards introduced us, because I was looking for a miracle a year ago to help to heal my daughter. And so Yvonne has done a miracle, the ones that I wanted, and we went for the soul retrieval, and it was just a beautiful experience. But most interestingly is that it was a session for my daughter, but because I was in a room, I got the benefits of attendance, and it was out of this world experience. I really, really enjoyed. And that's why I wanted attendees of the Magical Creators Live experience something similar. And Yvonne was the speaker at the event in May, and we experienced the magic of the drum. We were traveling across the bridge. It was such a beautiful experience. So, and I'm so grateful that Yvonne is here with us today, and you can experience some of her magic as well. So now, Yvonne, how you introduce yourself?
How do I introduce myself? Thank you for that introduction, Inga. Such a pleasure, and thank you for having me on your spotlight. How do I introduce myself? My name's Yvonne J. Douglas, aka the Starseed Alchemist, and I am a shamanic healer of the soul, and a powerful psychic, and I help sensitive souls to tap into their innate power so that they can create magic in their lives and realize that their weakness, or what they presume to be a weakness, is not a weakness but an absolute strength. So that's me. That's what I do on many different levels.
Oh, lovely. So I know we want to talk about your book number 4, but I wanted to ask, because I've just mentioned, so some people dream about writing a book. And they maybe carry the dream for years. Even if I take myself as an example, in 2010, I was writing a book and I was sharing with my newsletters. I was sending them chapters and they were sending me, feedback. After chapter 4, I stopped. Okay. Yeah. And it was 10 years ago.
Okay.
I still kind of carry the seed of maybe sometimes someday I will write a book. So for people who want to write a book, what would you recommend?
I would recommend do not give up on the idea of writing a book. We all have a story within us. I really do believe that. And your story can make a difference to someone, even if it's just one person, and it may even save someone's life, actually. So I would say, if you really have that passion to write a book, do it. Speak to other authors, be around other authors, maybe get a book mentor, go to a writing club or something like that, and just don't give up on that dream or that goal of writing that book. And nowadays it's so much easier. You don't have to have an agent, you don't have to have a publicist, you can self-publish, you can use Kindle to upload. It's so much easier now. So go for it. If you really want it, go for it. And if you want to have a chat with me, I can mentor you through writing the book. Go for it.
Oh, that's lovely. So take it as a note, reach out to Yvonne. I will put all the details, how you can connect with Yvonne, and also all the details about the new book. So what this new book is about, like I put the title in the description, but tell us a little bit more, please.
Okay, so this new book is called Journey of a Starseed, and it's really my journey from Christianity to spirituality to where I am now. So I really go in depth about how I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness and how regimented it was, how strict it was, and my experiences, and how I then evolved through the spiritual kind of line in different ways to become the spiritual person that I am today. And it goes quite in depth, and if you get when you get the book, you're going to go on a very it's like a spiritual trek. You're going to travel with me into the spirit world, because that's where I've been on many occasions, and I've noted all these experiences that I've had over the years as I woke up spiritually, because I found in 2012 I had a mass of spiritual awakening, and my appetite for spirituality just grew, and I experienced so many things like astral traveling, visions, premonitions, all sorts of things, and I've chronicled them in the book, because at the time I was jotting them down in the middle of the night. I was waking up and I was like, oh God, this happened, and you know, so a lot of that is in the book. And it's also, you know, there to kind of help people who are waking up spiritually at the moment, you know. So yeah.
So, and you've just touched this, that at the moment it seems that, well, it seems like chaos, right? But it's also a ground for waking up, for opening up to different reality, different truth. How would you describe this process of awakening? How people would know that, you know, they are waking up? What would be the signs?
Yeah, so the signs, there's so many signs, and you'll start seeing double digits like 1111 or 33 or 3, you know, 444. You'll start noticing, you'll have a lot of synchronicities. You'll start maybe thinking of somebody and they phone you. You'll be waking up in the middle of the night. You might have tingling sensations in your body. You might start hearing voices. But you're not going mad. You're not, and this is why I've written the book as well, because some people think, oh my God, what is going on? This can't be happening. I can't tell anyone. I can't tell my mother or my Christian mother or anything like that, because that's not right. You know, they might section me if I tell them what I'm experiencing. You know, all of that, those kind of worries that people might be having. It's normal if you're going for a spiritual awakening. So that's why I've written the book, so that people can, you know, understand that you're not alone and you're not going crazy, and also to really question their religious beliefs in terms with, does it really resonate with your soul, or has it been forced upon you? Because for me, that was the case. And I always say to people, you know, your spirituality is very personal to you. And if it doesn't resonate with your soul will let you know. And if you kind of force a way of being spiritual that doesn't resonate with your soul, it's like cognitive dissonance. And that's why I feel it's really important for people to really reflect on their spiritual practice, their religious beliefs, etc. And it could be that, you know, they end up having religion and spirituality together, and that's, you know, that might be their way. Or for some it could be complete spirituality, and for some it could be they will stay with their religion. It's absolutely fine. But I do feel that it's good to have an open mind, but also essential that we do embrace our soul, that we are spiritual beings having a human existence, and we have to start nurturing our souls, because we are going through such an ascension and awakening right now that our souls are expanding, our hearts are expanding. And if we're not embracing our soul and really, if we're just not embracing it and following it, it's not going to be a pretty look.
So what I got from your last remarks, you are not opposed Christianity, right? So your book is not against Christianity. It's about.
No, it's not. It's just, for me, it's about my experience and how Christianity didn't work for me, and how I questioned a lot of things, did my own research to find out that actually some of this stuff doesn't ring true, doesn't feel right, doesn't sit right, doesn't resonate for me. And so that's why I went on my journey. And because I feel that, yes, it's really important to have an open mind and don't just believe everything that's been put on you or everything that you hear. Research.
Great. So why would people need to get this book today?
Well, as you said, we're going through a really chaotic time right now. Yeah. There is a mass awakening. A lot of people are ascending, and a lot of people might be confused with what's going on for them. And this book will help people feel more at ease and to know that they're not alone, they're not going crazy. And it will give them tips as well on how to take care of themselves and the signs to look out for. And today especially, it's the release day, and I'm so excited. And today the book is only going for £1.11 on Kindle. And that's today only. So I would recommend that if you have a Kindle, download the book today, because it will be going up to its normal price as of tomorrow.
And by the way, even if you don't have a Kindle, you can download on your phone Kindle app, which is completely free.
Right.
And anyone can get the book. And I love the pricing, 11.
Yeah.
I know that it's probably done on purpose.
Yes, it has. Yeah. So so it's £1.11, and then when it goes back to its original price on Kindle, it will be 11.11, and then the paperback will be £13.33, and the paperback will be available next week.
Loves the numbers. Okay,
Yep.
can you also talk us through, again, coming back to aspiring authors? Like, how did you get, so you don't need to share like know-how, but how easy it was or not to get book published, get it on Kindle, and just a little bit of like behind the scenes process.
Okay, so with this particular book, behind the scenes process, I've gone completely alone with it. I'm self-published. I've written the book, and first of all, I kind of give myself chapter headings and write them out, and then I start filling in the content for each chapter. So that's giving me a bit of a structure, and then I would write out whatever comes, and then I will reread it. You might leave it for a while, let it simmer for a month or two, go back to it, edit it, and then when I feel it's finished, read it out loud to make sure it sounds good, to make sure grammar's fine. Then I'll get someone or a few people to read through, give me feedback. And so this is all without using a publishing house or anything. You can use a publishing house that will do all that for you in terms of edit it and things like that, and read it through for you. And then so once they've given me the feedback, I will do whatever changes I need. Then I will go on to Kindle, direct publishing, and upload the book. Sometimes you might have to do a bit of reformatting, but that's you can go through that, or you can get someone to do it for you who's experienced. And I also got someone to do my book cover, and I also got someone to do my forward. I got Bob Doyle to do my forward, actually. So I was really blessed to have him do that and put it all together, and there you have it. Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Lovely. No, and it's I think it's also such a validation when you have a like well-known person to forward your book.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Seal of approval. I know that you love your book, and my next question would be similar. Who's your favorite child? But what's your favorite part of this book?
Ooh. My favorite part of the book. Do you know what? I don't even know. I need to really think about that.
Yeah, I know it wasn't a prepared question, by the
I
way, as you
know.
can see, and it just came to me, so it's a channeled one.
Hey. It could be the Ascension chapter, actually,
Mm-hmm.
because some years ago I had a download, and it's so relevant to this time now. And interestingly enough, this book has been in the making for quite a few years. It was meant to come out, I think, in 2014 or 15. Then it got delayed, and then I was going to publish it last year, but then my mum passed away, and I just couldn't, you know. But since my mum's passing, I've had more things to add to it. That's very relevant. And then since COVID, the download that I got some years ago has become relevant. And so in that chapter, the Ascension chapter, it all kind of came together. And I just thought, wow, I was getting downloads about this time now, years ago. So yeah, I suppose that's my favorite chapter. And I do talk a lot about what's going on now and how we can get through it in a positive and healthy way. So yeah.
Excellent. So basically, that book meant to be known by many, because even if you had published it a few years ago, it may not be understood by some people, but I think people would come back to your book and it will become like a sensation because it would make suddenly sense.
Yes, yes. It's the book that many people need to read now, because we are living in these very unprecedented times, and this book will make a lot of sense to people who are, you know, to everybody, because we're all going through it right now. And yes, I think even though I was sort of maybe beating myself up, oh, I haven't published the book yet, I haven't published the book, I should have published the book.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the right time for the book to be published.
Absolutely. Yeah, it feels like haven't read the book yet, as you can imagine, but I'm so looking forward to reading it, because what I've just realized, right? So today in UK, we were hit by another mandatory law that we need to wear masks everywhere. And it seems that we get like instructions what to do, even though it doesn't seem that anyone has understanding how to deal with the situation. And I think your book can help to gain some sort of control, at least on understanding yourself. And yes, we need to obey some of the rules, like not we need to obey the laws, but at least we will have understanding and control how we feel, what's going on, and explanation for our personal journey.
Yes, it will give you, it will help you open your mind and expand your mind, actually, with what's going on, because what's going on at the moment, there's so many different levels, and we are going through a spiritual warfare. And it's so vital that we are more aware of what's really going on, and to really connect with spirit and trust our intuition, because this spiritual warfare is huge. And there are so many dark forces out there that are really trying to hang on to what it is that they've got control over. However, humanity are waking up en masse, and as long as we keep doing that and keep having love and stop living in fear, things are changing, and they will change, and they have to change, because it is written.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So again, the journey of a
Starseed. Yeah. And
Journey of a Starseed. So look up on Amazon, Kindle. I will put the links and the title again, so it's easier. Please connect with Yvonne. So how people can connect with you on Facebook, on Instagram?
Yep, Facebook, Instagram, Yvonne J. Douglas, or the Starseed Alchemist. If they want to have a chat, they can go on my website and book in a free consultation. There's a link there for them as well. But yeah, but please get the book. Just download the book today. Even if you want to get a paperback next week, please still download, because we want to get this book as a bestseller today. That would be great.
Excellent. Yeah, and also please do share this interview.
Yes.
Either on Facebook, or I'm going to upload this on Instagram TV, on YouTube. Wherever you hear this interview, please do share, because we need to contribute to the awakening process.
Yes.
And buy the book is step 1, and step 2, share this interview.
And read the book.
Oh, step 3, read the book. I forgot. But like, activities for today, at least.
Yeah.
Buy the book, share this interview, and then over the weekend, read the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Get some enlightenment, some high vibration, some upliftment, and just, because it will uplift you for sure.
Thank you.